Hello, I'm Chris.
And I'm Cherie, and we're Technomadia.
So we are back at MasterTech, checking on the status of our bus. We've actually moved back here to be here for the rest of this project. So how's it going?
You know, this place seems like a completely different place than we were here last week, and we reported on the restoration project, renovation project that was supposed to have happened while we were in Alaska. Things were so far behind schedule. We were dealing with the damage to the panels and not happy with the riveting. And there's just this vibe over the whole facility that was a lot of customers waiting. I think they just built up with everybody.
There was just so much of a backlog here, but it seems to, a lot has changed in the last several days since we were here, since last week. And now there is a vortex of activity around our rig. The general just energy here feels happier. And we are still technically way behind schedule, but I'm feeling some hope and progress, and lots of stuff happening, and maybe we're turning the corner. We're quite excited by some of the things that have been coming together here.
So we got in yesterday on Tuesday. Actually, we drove in on Monday afternoon, all day, got here. So we're here Tuesday. Today is Wednesday, so we've had 2 full days here to see the activities and what's coming together. And there's progress on the plumbing for the hydronic systems, and also we're having them redo all of the piping into changing all over to all PEX.
And we found like a mystery small leak that was not even visible, but deep inside the wall. So I mean, all sorts of good stuff is coming together. Still a lot to be done.
Yes. So we're going to keep reporting, probably do a little daily update on what's happened, just so that we can keep everyone informed. We really feel that MasterTech took our concerns to heart when we had our sit down with them last week, and also made our post about what was going on. We did not quite know what to expect. We got in and we were greeted with
people scrambling on our rig, and we walk by today and there's legs coming out of every single bay.
So it's really good to see. We're really happy with the progress so far and what they're doing. Wish it had happened back in June and July, but good news is they have truly made our project a priority. They are officially turning down new work until they can get their backlog of all the other work in here. We're not the only ones that's being worked on. I mean, all the other projects are still being worked on. It's not like we've shut down the shop or anything.
But they're just pushing back on new people for the moment, and which is good, because they were overloaded, and hopefully they're catching up.
So
that's where we're at.
We'll check in tomorrow.
Bye.
Welcome to Thursday's wrap up. We're still at MasterTech. We've now been here on site for 3 days, and there is a lot going on. Unfortunately, it looks like more chaos than when we got here.
Chaos has actually been increasing. We actually today took the sofa out. We're actually shortening the old sofa and putting in our new jackknife sofa on top of it. So the chaos in the bus actually keeps getting more and more. The walls are off. Our windows, you can see, are now open to the air because we actually test fitted all the windows out there today.
But they're looking good.
And they looked great.
Yeah, so that was a big relief, because if any of them were wrong, it'd be another 4 to 6 weeks to have them fixed. So I'm so glad that they took the time today to get them all test fitted and make sure they're all going to work, so that we don't have an unexpected delay when those are ready to go in after the paint job. What else has been done?
There's been a lot of work preparing the generator bay. We've got our air compressor installed now. A lot of electrical work down in preparing for the generator. There are wires run every which way for our new tank monitoring system and the generator remote start. And the hydronic system, and also the thermostats for the air conditioners and hydronic. So a lot of wiring, a lot of prep work, and hopefully we're getting close to the point where things start going back together as opposed to further apart.
I think there's actually parts of the bus that hopefully we'll be able to, like cabinets, be able to put stuff back away. Some of the big projects that were completed today is Kiki's bin is almost ready.
Yeah, we got a new cat door for Kiki's bin.
So yeah, that's where the litter box is going to go. We're really excited. That was the whole reason we did this whole bus thing, is we wanted to be able to move her litter box from underneath the driver's seat when we're stopped into the bay back in the hallway, which is where the old hot water heater used to be. So that's why we're doing the hydronic system. That gets us a furnace again. And everything else just kind of just rolls from that.
Most projects on this bus actually come down to the cat. The whole reason we did lithium batteries is so we can power the air conditioners to keep the cat cool when we go shopping during the day. The whole reason we're doing the hydronic system is to free up a bay for the cat to have a private bathroom. And who knows what we'll do next for the cat. She's very demanding.
She's spoiled. Other thing that we had accomplished today is MasterTech found some takeout curtains. Our curtains were shredded all to
because
crazy.
of the cat, actually.
Well, they were old too.
And the cat.
But MasterTech found some takeouts from another job that they did here that the color looks great and everything else. They just need some hemming and a little bit of sewing. So we found a seamstress today to take care of that for us. So those should be back in a few days. So it just really feels like we're on top of a lot of projects. The progress is fantastic. Definitely worthwhile being here on site. And the mood here at MasterTech, I think, is
a very positive week. Everybody feels in a good mood this week, which is really great.
Helps everything. So that's the Thursday check-in. We'll check in tomorrow and see what other progress has been made.
See how it goes. Bye.
Is it August 21st?
It's a Friday is all I know. August is
week,
ticking past quickly. And, well, I think maybe today we turn the corner on our bus.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Yes. So the chaos is starting to clean up a little bit. We actually have one project that we could actually check off the list. So that's exciting. What do we check off the list?
We are sitting in our new sofa. So sort of see it here.
Yeah, well, let's take this selfie stick out. So this right here, the wood used to go out to much further. So their carpenter worked today and got that shortened up so that the new jackknife couch that Lippert Components had given us, it's a Thomas Paine jackknife couch.
Yes. And it works. It fits. This now jackknifes down into a bed. We tested it, and it actually lets us both cuddle up and watch a movie or television.
Oh, we're kind of impressed with the couch. It's very comfortable, so we decided to go ahead and invest in permanently installing it, replacing our old gaucho style pull-out couch, and we're able to reuse the sliders on this because the bed. The couch doesn't, it's not as wall hugging as I was hoped it would be. It needs a little more space from the wall to actually go into a bed mode, and we didn't want it out that far all the time.
So now we've got the best of both worlds. We've got a slider so it can be tight against the wall when it's in a couch, and it can come out a little bit to make space for it to jackknife into a bed, and it looks great. It
super
works.
Comfy.
It's comfy sitting and lying down.
Last remaining obstacle is we had a slide out countertop that we had built into the kitchen. And the dimensions on this couch were a little off from what Lippert had told us, and we thought that we'd be able to slide it over the back of the couch, and really can't without really squishing down the cushions, which I don't think we'd want to do too often.
Yep. So we're gonna modify that that to just be partial slide out
probably
there.
Kind of cut off so it can at least still slide out some
and get our extra
and give a little bit of extra counter space when we're both cooking.
So that was a project that got checked off, and the other big thing that happened today is our tanks arrived.
Yes, we haven't talked about our tanks actually.
It's a long story. It's probably going to deserve a post and maybe even a video of its own about this whole tank thing. But we hadn't been planning to upgrade our tanks, and well, now we're upgrading all our tanks, our black, fresh, and gray, to a substantially larger capacity, which is going to be great. But it is a big project. It
is a big project, much bigger than we had come in here looking to do. We'll talk about that later. But basically we're going from, it was a 48-gallon black, it's going to be 70 now. We had about 90 gray, and it's going to be 120. And the fresh used to be 88, and it's going to be 112 now. So significant upgrade, going to give us a lot of boondocking ability.
Yep. And so then some of the work done today was sizing and fitting in the fresh tanks, and to do that we actually had to cut back the drawers that were under our bed.
Yeah, so these are the boxes, the drawers over there that used to be underneath the bed. We actually ended up taking those out, and we'll take you down into the bedroom where this is all coming together. So in that space in the front used to be where the drawers were, and they couldn't be as long as they used to be, so we decided just to turn those into cabinets. Just take the front of the drawers out, and that'll give us more storage space. So up here will be storage space that's accessible from the front, and then there'll be these two 56-gallon each tanks that'll be plumbed in up here to give us a total of 112 fresh. And then of course once there's a platform that goes over this, and then the bed will go on top of here, so we'll finally hopefully soon have a bed, which will be really nice. There's a lot of other projects going on here. Everything else is pretty much
a lot of work today on the hydronic.
Yes,
very close to testing it.
So yeah, they worked a lot on the plumbing today.
And we're tomorrow actually they're gonna Tim from MasterTech's gonna come in over the weekend, and we're gonna wet test and pressure test all the plumbing and make sure the plumbing is coming together, because once that's done we can start putting walls back on and cabinets back together, and hopefully we'll see a lot of chaos I think we reached max chaos this morning. We'll start to see the chaos disappearing.
Hopefully it all starts coming together. Deliveries today, besides the tanks, our new Onan 2,500 watt
Generator got
the
delivered?
propane generator that'll be slipping into the spare tire bay, and our 2 new air conditioners from Dometic showed up today. So
yeah, there's a lot of things that have been tacked onto this project that weren't actually part of. You watched our original Let's Launch This Project video. There's things happening that were not even on the radar back then, but this is going to be awesome when we're finished.
It's all coming together. We're going to have our ideal home on wheels. Financially, it's still going to be less than had we bought like a brand new Class A that would have been to our specifications and quality and unique to us. So we still do feel that we're ahead. Project running over both probably on our initial
time
costs.
and budgets are probably getting, but we'll figure that out. We're deep in projects now and exhausted. It's Friday, but we're going to be back here working on Saturday.
On Tuesday, August 25th, we have scheduled our next live video cast, which will be on live stream. You can find out about it at technomadia.com/video. And we'll be talking about renovating your RV and projects like this.
Some of the lessons learned.
Not necessarily about this project in general, but we have done several renovation projects. We'll talk about finding a contractor, lessons learned, when is the right time to do it yourself versus not, and we'll probably do a little updating on this as well. But that it'll be archived here on YouTube as well if you're not able to make it live. But that'll be 9 p.m. Eastern on Tuesday.
So see you there, and this has been a hell of a week, and thank you guys who are enjoying watching this. And I know there's some sort of vicarious living of seeing us go through chaos.
Probably some Schadenfreude and a little bit of hopefully some
joy.
We have appreciated. Thank you all so much for the positive energy on this and helping keeping us invigorated to march on every single day.
There are moments every day that are a little bit heartbreaking and terrifying, but mostly the last week has been feeling good.
Yes. So we'll update again next week and give you more status.